Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Change that. Let's see. How's everyone doing today? I'm doing pretty good myself. Pretty good. We decided we didn't like this patio kind of thing. The way that it was turning out, we need to rework it. So I'm going to start on that. Theoretically, it will be a pretty good revenue driver once we get it settled. Once we get it to actually be organized, we'll have juices and I don't know, maybe ice cream, stuff like that here. Maybe like a sort of gift shop. We'll see. We will see. But first, we gotta actually get it to us, the flagstones to work how we want them to. Because this was a little bit too random. I want it to look in line with each other. Need to get these all situated. You know, just learn what works, what doesn't work. Let's see. Hmm. Let's see. Hmm. All right, let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. Okay, I want this here. Excuse me. This here? Nothing there. We'll have to figure out something to go there. Hmm. Hey, how's it going, Cat Ritual? We're working on a little bazaar. Oh, alright, well, you have a good night. Alright, bye. Oh, well, you must be someplace in... Hmm. Eastern Europe? Or Asia? That's my guess. Or Australia, I guess. Time zones are funny. But I know England is 6 hours ahead, which means that it would be 5 o'clock there. Hmm. Let's see. Oops. Hmm. Let's see. Alright, this is coming together pretty nicely, pretty nicely. Pretty nicely, if I do say so myself. Hey, Origin. I'm trying to remember. You saw this, right? Man, I like this habitat. Nice. It's so simple, but it works. I really like this fence, and I think I'm going to use it a lot more. Do you think I would like to see this tree moved, like right there? Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I think it gets you to justify the low fence, so it optimizes the viewing. I'm trying to figure out if I might want to add some sort of railing or something off of here, because I don't like just a small little thing. We'll see. I think I'm just worried that I finished that habitat so quickly that there needs to be more to do on it. Dogs! Stop it. This is like a food plaza. Sorry, trying to find where my lizard is. So we'll have like a little gift shop, but like an open air market is kind of the vibe I'm going for. Well, I need to figure out what we're gonna do with that. But now that we've kind of created a few color swaths, I think we can start doing some copying and pasting. We just want to make sure everything stays lined up, because that was the problem we were having with the previous plaza. Is we weren't aligning things up properly and it was looking a little wacky. Looking much better. We're getting there. It's gonna take some time because okay. Much bigger area we're covering now. We can start to actually grab larger sections of this. There we go. That's a perfect section to grab. So now we can just grab this, bring it over like so. Make sure it fully lines up with everything. Boom, that's a pretty large section, and we can even put it something like here. Rotate it. Like that. So we're really just looking for areas where we get stuff lining up properly, like so. Large sections of this can be copied over, and that makes this significantly faster. That's the plan, at least. That's looking pretty darn good. I need a section that's pretty small. Let's see. We're covering a good area of land here. Sometimes it's a little tricky, but we get all the pieces put together. Little tweaks here and there. Of course, we're in the pine tree. Let's see. We'll see maybe how I can create. So of course we could do this. these I don't think really work as well. Something like this. What do I have in here that's a grid piece? Huh. Let's see. Facilities. We'll put a soda stand here for now, but expect something differently. I think a Bernie's Bakes kind of makes sense over here, maybe. We'll do like a like an information counter, maybe. Almost like a bookstore. That's not what I wanted to do. I think I'd prefer... something here. So we'll have gifts over here, books. Actually, like this guy being more here. Some juice, and then pastries and stuff over here. But we need to get some work done on this before we can do any of that. Let's see. Let's see. We've covered a lot of ground here. Not enough. Thank you. I really like the way this floor is looking. just the process is the problem. Yo. Once this all looks good as well, it will be even better. All right, let's see. So let me check something. Oh, Sparrow's back. Nice. Oh, sorry. 1 second, guys. Origin, have you seen any of the Jurassic World Evolution 3 showcases from other creators? It looks good. A little concerned about some things. Like, I don't think we'll be able to create underwater viewing for things like Spinosaurus. So that's a little frustrating for me, because I feel like that would be something cool, especially for like... It doesn't seem like deep diving is a thing, though that's could always be coming in an update. I mean, that's how they did it in Planet Zoo. Because, you know, Jurassic World Evolution 3, it's the same thing with Prehistoric Kingdom. It's got, in my opinion, an inferior water system. I can't believe I'm saying that Planet Zoo's water system is pretty good, but Planet Zoo's water system is pretty darn good. Like, that hurt me. But just the way that water actually, like, is put down in Planet Zoo is just significantly nicer than the way it is done in Prehistoric Kingdom or Jurassic World Evolution 3. It allows for a lot more flexibility in creating water habitats. I'm sure it works fine and works well, but it just would be nice to be able to create those realistic structures. Now, there might be ways to do it that I just don't know about, but to me, it doesn't seem like that's going to be an option for us. Which is upsetting, but I mean, it's understandable as well. But it does definitely seem... It seems like it's a new game, but on some points, it's like, it kind of feels like it's just the old game with better graphics. But like, a lot better graphics. I don't know, time will tell. Oh my gosh, this is such a large amount of stuff to do. It's coming along. But I think the modular building being in... Yeah, slowly but surely. And then we gotta do clutter. Oh, you know what else? We might take a break from this. I've had some people request in Discords for me to make blueprints of some of the builds. So we might do that for a little bit, just to make a break. It's only 1,600 pieces. Let's save this one. As your temple pillar? Let's see. And let's make a blueprint. Let's see. The other blueprint. This one's not ready yet, but we can give him this one as well. Ah, shucks. Name of your blueprint. Oh no, I don't usually make other scenery. I don't usually make blueprints. Now, how do I even put these in the workshop? Do I have to go to Steam to do that? Library, home, workshop. Um, you go to your menu, then choose to upload my stuff to the workshop. So I'm realizing my lighting is like that. There we go. Brighter. Gotcha. No. You've got to be kidding me. Hey, dogs, stop it. Hey, Sandra. Can be used as species designed for Himalayan brown bears. You can split off different parts for more generic Himalayan scenery. Uploading to Steam. Where's my... Hey, thanks, Leon. Where's my... There we go. We're getting some put onto the workshop just now. Why is my light flickering? Stop it, light. Azure Temple Obelisk. enough said. Dog, come on. Dog's barking, going crazy. But how are you doing, Leon? And then let's do this one. It is what it is. It's kind of just how live streams work. It depends on the day. Sometimes I'll have a lot of people. Sometimes I won't. It is what it is. I get to do what I want to do. Himachal Pradesh. Hoofstock Barn. Well, thanks. You're doing what now, Sandra? I assume you're breeding animals in the game. Well, we were making a little plaza food area, but I'm just uploading some of my other habitat buildings into the workshop real quick. Hoofstock Barn based on temples in Himachal Pradesh. Create workshop item, and then let me... Someone was requesting these, so let me put in the Captain Callum's Discord where he was requesting it. Yeah, franchise, yeah. Let's see, let me find those on the workshop. Just recent. I want to see my... If you use a butterfly garden to farm money, it's not super bad. Where can I see my stuff? Most recent. Yeah, so this I'll show off the zoo in just a little bit. Let me just find out where I can find my workshop stuff. There we go. Current visibility friends only. Oh, I need to change that. How do I do that? Public. Well, thanks. Lots of work. A lot of work. How do I get a share link to this? I do not ever... I don't ever upload things onto the workshop, but y'all, if y'all want to see this stuff and use it in your own zoos, then go ahead and look me up on the workshop. Greyhammer is the name on there. Change visibility to public. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. By that, it looks really cool. I was definitely thinking of Bern is a city in oh hey Monkey's Tavern. Bern is a city in Switzerland. So let me give you a brief little tour, Leon. These are just things I've been working on. So this is your first view as you come into the zoo. We need to do a entrance area. But so your first habitat you see is the lion-tailed macaques. Then you can either go right or left. I think we're gonna go left today because I think it makes excuse me, more sense. We're not gonna see. Thanks. So in here, you've got some things that still need some work. I can't believe I haven't built these. This is the interior for the lion-tailed macaques. Some lion-tailed macaques somewhere. And then you can walk through here to go for... Thank you. Peafowl are in here with the Malabar rose butterflies, which are endemic to the Western Ghats. And then you can go in here to, this is the Tiger Temple. So you've got some displays on tiger poaching, the different subspecies and subpopulations that are some extinct, some information about the Western Ghats, a little Bengal monitor that Captain Callum did. Oh my gosh! You're in for a treat. We got some good viewing on one. The Bengal tigers are in this yard. So this is a pretty realistic tiger habitat in that we've got 2 yards so that they could be separated in the event that the male didn't get along with the cub or was just feeling antsy. This is... Yeah, so you create your habitat. So like your exhibit box, you can place that down inside of the barrier. So if I look at the barrier, you can see that you just can put the box inside of a walkthrough habitat. So they walk through the habitat here, and then they enter into the actual part that is the butterfly house here. And then the butterfly house in... Nope, I didn't mean to... This is the butterfly part. So there's no butterflies over here, but you can place them inside of habitats. It's pretty cool, and you can do like capuchins and sloths together, for example. You could do flying foxes and something else. But real briefly, there should be mist going on up there. Yeah. At night, this is really cool because it's got red lights, and so it's very ominous. But that's the Tiger Temple from this view. You've got a food court over here. But then when you're done with the Tiger Temple, or the tigers aren't being... Also, this is a remaster mod, because Frontier's Bengal Tigers doesn't look this good. This must be the male. Yeah. Oh, and then we've got the Asian Forest Scorpion, which is... you're never gonna see, but whatever. When you come down here, you can see this is the other tiger yard. So tigers are usually down here. And you can see the markhor above the tigers, which is a really cool effect. and then you can see into the tiger yard here. It does have electric wire there, so it's mostly safe. This will eventually go into the grasslands of India. Yeah, the scorpions are hard to find. But so then you can go, there's two sections. We're just starting our Gur Forest section, but we've got a good bit done on the Himalayas. We're almost done with that. Thank you. Oh, and here, this is supposed to act as hot grass. So it's electrified wire that's meant to look like grass. Thank you. Then up here, we've got the Himalayan brown bear viewing. Well, thanks. Do appreciate it. Oh, you can see one of the Himalayan brown bears is swimming. But yeah, you've got these little viewing windows through here. This needs a lot of work. Yeah, no, it's pretty sizable, especially deep. Though they don't really seem to deep dive, which is weird. Some people. But you can get a more overhead view. This will be like a ranger station set up in the mountains that will apparently need. Yeah, I really like this view. And then you won't be able to see this way, I don't think. Maybe we will, because this is also a really cool view. I really do. Also, this was made by Gene, this part of that blueprint, that building. But if we come back downstairs, this is like the bear show, so they show off what they would show off here, do like a little feeding. We might put some of that over here. Yeah, Markhor are pretty cool. They're one of the newer animals and their quality is quite good. There's the other bear. But they would do like feeding shows to show how they, usually they're climbing if I can't. It's not, thank you. Oh, is sleeping. Is sleeping. So they do like, show how they get the animals trained to... Oh, I just don't want guests to walk up to right here, stick their fingers in, and the bear bite their fingers off. Then you'll enter in through here. And this is the snow leopard habitat, which still needs some work primarily in the planting over here. It looks like we've got both snow leopards on this side of the enclosure. We also need to work on the interior in here, specifically the flooring. But I think I did some decent clutter. That doesn't look like it's touching the ground, though. And so you could look in here into the more alpine meadow habitat. Yeah. And then this is the more walkway view. So this will lead to the Sichuan Basin of China over here. And then kind of wrap around back to the grassland is the plan. We also need to polish off this area to be a staff-only zone. And then, if you didn't go to the Himalayas and instead went to the Gur Forest, you have the black buck habitat here is the first thing we see. Which it's a pretty simple habitat, but I really, really like it. Snow leopards are cool. They're not my favorite cat species, but... And then this is the plaza we're working on. No, I'm trying to do as many animals as I can. I don't I'm basically building until my computer can't handle it anymore. And then we'll probably create a different zoo that's smaller that my computer can maybe handle. Um, I want to have every species in the game. I'm realizing that is probably not possible the way that I build. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I just build too detailed for my computer's not going to be able to handle all the pieces that I want to put in this. It's just, again, not trying to brag. It's just somehow. But he told me he had to like stop putting as much detail into the builds halfway through it. Is that the one you're working on? Cadthraith. Is that Irish or is that Welsh? I know it's one of those. Yeah, no, they are still super detailed. They for sure are. It's amazing what he was able to do there. But he did tell me that he had to. He's told me multiple times that that he had to cut it down a little bit. It's still an amazing, beautiful zoo, and he's definitely a computer nerd because there's no way he doesn't have a beast of a computer to run that thing. Welsh, cool. My family's. Yeah, that's for. So, you know how I said I was having I wish I could. I wish I had a camera I could bring over to it. You know how I said I had a gecko? Well, the gecko, I think, escaped, because I couldn't find him. So what I did was I bought myself a brown anole. I wanted a green anole, but no pet store around me had green anoles. But we got a brown anole or a... Oh, I don't know what that means. I know it's Welsh. In Wales. It's a place. Cool. My family's from... It's okay, it's where it was... Well, but, like, everyone has green anoles. It's like this... It's what you're expecting places to have. I think we've talked about this, Leon. I think we've talked... Have you been on my streams before? I'm trying to remember, but I think I remember talking about Welsh stuff with you. Are you from Wales? Or do you live in Wales? I don't know what... I know I had part of my family lived in... British people are gonna say that I'm butchering it. Herefordshire? Herefordshire? Which I think is on the border of Wales and England, and they were kind of had a castle there to keep the Welsh out during William the Conqueror's kind of reign, from what I understand. Because basically my family got there from being one of the knights of William the Conqueror. Probably not a super original origin story, because that's kind of how a lot of people got to England, but I still think it's cool. From England? Hertfordshire. Which is different than Herefordshire. Sure. Okay, so you're East England, my family was from West England, right? I think so. Yeah, west. Hey, Shadow Clutch. Here's our German. But yeah, Welsh history is really cool to me. I like it a lot. Shadow Clutch, I don't know if have you seen our new black buck habitat? I'm actually I actually have long grass in here because they needed it, but I don't hate it either. That's the thing. Yeah, I thought about doing one with like Tudor style architecture, um, and try and do that, but I don't know. Are there any big zoos in Wales? Or are there any zoos in Wales? Yeah, I put it with the like dren grass, and what it does make is that they reach down to eat the grass, which is cool. That's why I've kind of changed my mind about long grass a little bit. If you hide it well, you can at least get some grazing animations that look really cool. Okay, because I'd love to go to Wales one day, but ah, cool. Oh, it sucks. It sucks so bad. We're almost halfway done with this, though. I like how this plaza's looking. It really is. You've got to really try and figure out. Oh, and Leon, if you're confused on who else I'm talking to, um, I'm also streaming on Twitch. I need to add my chat back up. That will probably make it a little bit easier for you guys. Because I'm realizing the chat's really active now, and I do kind of seem like I'm a crazy person if it's just me talking to people y'all can't see. I'm not that crazy. Maybe crazy, but not that crazy. My brother's so funny, he's got a joke. So he has bipolar disorder and Asperger's. So he's like, I'm collecting. He said, I've got Asperger's, I've got bipolar disorder, now I just need schizophrenia so I can have friends. It's very dark, but it's kind of hilarious. Yeah, no, ghost amenities are also the worst. Yeah, it just doesn't look realistic. It's a shame. It's just not how it turns out zoos actually have guest amenities. Speaking of, I think we're almost finished with at least the flooring for this one. Yay, flooring. But it's looking good. I really like how this looks. It just sucks. This? Oh, heck no. Not this. This is happening one more time. And that's this. Don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Oh, you're all good. There is no obligation to pay attention to my stream. If you show up, I'm happy. And there's no obligation. I mean, that's what this is it's just some nice... Well, you gotta make it a little bit more interesting than a box. But the Indonesian brick, like stone. Oh, bricks. Oh, the wall, I see. I think Captain Callum did something like that. You mean around here? What do you mean curved ones? We will have an ape house once we get to the Africa section. Got one loosely planned. We'll have a Congo house and an ape house. Oh, okay. Yeah. We'll probably put decals there. Oh, have y'all at Monkey's Tavern, have you and Shadowclutch, y'all were probably interested in this as well. Have y'all seen Jurassic World Evolution 3 gameplay from creators? It looks pretty good. There's a few things that concern me, but that I kind of just realized watching other people. It was really watching, I think, Gaming Beaver when he had the... Yeah, decals are the best. And apparently Jurassic World Evolution... Well, it's not even that they can deep dive. As far as I can tell, there is no deep diving. There's swimming in deep water, but I don't think there's deep diving. Nice. The Insizu or John Ball? I'm trying to think of if you're talking about the one from where you used to go. John Ball. Okay. So, let's zoom out a little bit. So we've got Western Ghats here. We've got Himalayas here. We'll have the Terai grasslands here. And then you'll get into a riverboat. Yeah, no, you're good. Southeast Asia. Um, so the river cruise will go through Southeast Asia and my Taiwan and Japan section as well. So it's going to be these different islands that you'll be going along. Yeah, no, it does. It's very tiny. So Gur Forest will be here and will stretch out to Africa. I'm trying to have every single species. Will that happen? Yeah, so we'll have the orangutans probably mixed with the gibbons. Um, and then so there'll be these different islands that won't, some of them won't actually be islands. We'll see how it works. I'm not sure yet. I don't. We're trying not to use. So we're using remaster mods. We're trying not to use any actual like modded animals for this zoo. Next zoo I definitely will because there's a walrus mod incoming and it looks so good. It is ridiculous. So I will need to have. I might do like a northern. Like I might do a midwestern style zoo. Because they have some really cool zoos out there. Yeah, they just have a special flair. And why? So Gur Forest is going to be a pretty big section, honestly. Though a lot of the animals in it are pretty small. So I'm trying to figure out the order. Yeah. So we're gonna have the black buck here. We might have the honey badger here. Then we'll have probably this. It will come along here. Have the striped hyena. I'm trying to remember all the species. Striped hyena and caracal. I think that's everything for Asia. Or for the Gur Forest. Good, caracal. Honey badger. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything because I'm. It really does. It looks so amazing. They're West India. This is going in the Terai grasslands. This is going in Gur Forest. Yeah, there's actually not that much going into the Gur Forest now that I look at it. It's the Terai grasslands that are actually going to have a ton of species, and a ton of big ones. Let me run to the bathroom, guys. I will be right back. Alright, we are back. Yeah, we do have a good question of the day, I think, so. I'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, I've considered that. I've also considered doing one with Stone Soul, but he's a little plain zooed out right now. I think the next couple of zoos after this will be kind of... I'm gonna try and do some realistic sized zoos. Yeah, no, it's crazy. That's pretty cool. Those are some interesting sections. I want to create a large selection right here. And then just bring this up. Has anyone watched Marvel Zombies? It's alright. I mean, it's not as good as a lot of Marvel stuff used to be, but... I liked it better than Eyes of Wakanda. But don't make me rant about that again. I've got friends who are like, why does that such a big issue for me? And it's like, because they could have just been consistent. It did not require them... They could have saved money by being consistent. Instead, they decided they needed to, for some odd reason, they needed to speak Mandarin in the show. They just had to. I don't understand why. Hope you got a good computer, because that sounds like a pain. Speaking of which, we've got this whole area left. By golly. No, finish your project. Nope. You gotta finish your project. I'm on the train of you should finish your projects. Just do it! Meanwhile, me with several. Oh. Like, is it corrupt? Oof. Like, it's corrupted? That's unfortunate. Mm. Ah, the good old overwritten save. Okay, so I was gonna say, that is a lot of stuff. This whole edge is gonna have to get lots of decals to make it look decent. What? Why is it being weird here? There we go. Coolio. Yep, that can maybe save your computer. Ta-da! We're almost there. Oh, yeah. You're gonna need to make those sections small. I'm hoping I can upgrade my computer with some better memory soon. I think that's what's holding me back now. And then a CPU would be my next upgrade. Yeah. I thought I just saw something funky. It's not. Yeah, with the Going fine. There we go. Lighting's better. I'd be very cautious with a laptop and playing at the zoo. You're good. But did it ban you or something? Because it was a little spammy, but I don't mind too badly. But I could see maybe YouTube automatically being like, hey, stop it. Because if someone was just doing that repeatedly, that would get annoying. But you're fine. You're okay. No, you're okay. Just try and keep repeating messages to a minimum, I would say. But no worries. Thank you. Okay. Yep. I mean, to be fair, this zoo's going to have a lot of sections too. But I think each section has... Yeah, I think most of the zones that I have in mind are going to be 4 animals, roughly. Why is my light acting up? I think Tarai Grasslands is going to be one of the larger sections of my zoo, but one of the habitats holds 3 different species, so... Yeah, the origin, the colors are very much based off of... let me give a Discord link. Nope, not that. So that you can, if you want to, you can join the Discord and share pictures of your stuff. Oh yeah, 100%. But Tarai Grasslands is going to be... I mean, I have different African sections. So like the first... I should say, so like, for example, I'm going to have a South African section, a Central African section, a Congo section, and then a North African section, I think is the plan. So I'll have, but Africa will have some of the biggest areas devoted to it. Congo is going to have mainly 2 houses. Oh, and then the Madagascar section. Forgot about that. But yeah, Origin, this the colors were picked based off of a mosque in Western India, so I kind of just copied the color scheme from that. That's what this is based off of. But I think the Indonesian stone texture really makes the colors work. Oh. Gotcha, Leo. Okay. See you, Monkey's Tavern. I forget Discord has those rules. I mean, it makes sense. But I do forget about them. I didn't get Discord till I was late high school, so. Yeah. I know, because someone in ZSH's server was like, hey guys, I'm only 11 or something like that, and could someone buy the Planet Zoo for me? And they were like, oh wait, hold on. You shouldn't even be on Discord. Because apparently Discord can like read Discord messages or something, and that could be issues to a server if they knew that someone on the server was under the age and still let them in the stay in the server. I don't know. They got banned. They probably would have gotten banned just for saying, hey guys, can you pay for my Planet Zoo? They're like, my parents won't let me buy Planet Zoo. And it's like, well, you should probably shouldn't have it then. I don't know. Let's get this going. We'll put some decals around there, maybe. We'll definitely have to have some decals around here. We're almost done with this plaza. Yay! It's only a couple of pieces left before we have to do the really high detail work. Which is going to be truly a pain. Actually, it's not. It's going to be pretty fun, I think. I mean, it will be a pain, but it will be fun. Isn't it interesting that that's kind of how Planet Zoo goes? Like, it's a super masochistic game, but I can't get enough of it. It's like, oh, this is going to be a royal pain in the tuchus for me to build. Let's do it. And of course, we could do something like that, where like that's looking pretty darn good. Pretty darn good, in my opinion. I love the texture on the Indonesian stone. Just a few tiny patches left. Also, let me show y'all something one of the friends of the channel has built. This is what Captain Callum's been working on for his Australian zoo. I mean, like, if you just want a saltwater crocodile statue, oh my gosh, this looks good. I could never. The patience required to make that. much rather prefer creating like large things. Hey, Red Brick Candy. I started watching one of your things while I was doing some chores, but then I realized that it was no commentary, and I was like, I can't really watch this while I'm doing chores with no commentary. So I did take a peek at your stuff. I just didn't finish because of, oh well, because I was working on stuff. I'll probably put some decals over there. We're almost done with this plaza. Alright, let me rephrase that. We are almost done with the flooring of this plaza. I mean, I'm already working. My other zoo is kind of a historic zoo. It's more of like a. It's got some 1960s style architecture from like southern United States. So, I do have a more historic zoo, though not all sections of it are historic. I have considered I might. So Bern means bear in Switzerland, and it's named so because the founder said, or the founding legend is that the founder said he was going to name the zoo after whatever animal he first found in the woods, and it was a bear. So he named the city Bern. And the city has had bear pits in it for a very long time. Um, so I might have a historic bear pit. In fact, I'm actually thinking that I might do a bear grotto, but have African species in it. Um, like the meerkats and the aardvark in that. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, there are some more modern interpretations of the bear pit that work pretty well, but typically they were not the best husbandry uh, wise. Yeah, except this one, I think they were keeping bears in it for like since the 1500s or something like that. Yeah, we could do that. Guys, also, what do y'all think my entrance animal for my um Jurassic World Evolution Park should be? I've got an idea. I want to use the same like technique of, oh, you want something that's loud or visually striking. I don't know anyone in California, so they shouldn't be calling me. So we'll cover that up with some decals, maybe. But yeah, does anyone else have any? I mean, there's certainly something. I think that's a little bit bigger than what I'm wanting as my entrance animal, though. I want something small. I don't want something that kind of steals the show as an entrance animal. That is a good option. I may. I was think. I don't either. Yeah. I was thinking Guanlong, maybe. So there, I, but I have pre-ordered the game, Leon. So I don't typically play the game. These things look like red pandas. I don't know what you're talking about. Joy! It's like red pandas. Also, I definitely saw something that made me think that mammals may be coming to Jurassic World Evolution 3 at some point. Because um there's a research option to I don't know if Jurassic World Evolution 2 had this disease. Um so maybe someone can help me with that. Did it have rabies? To me, Guanlong looks like a Cory Bustard, but they are very floofy. It was? Oh, that's annoying. That really ticks me off then. Why would dinosaurs get rabies? Birds don't get rabies, reptiles don't get rabies. Only mammals. Specifically, very warm-blooded mammals get rabies. I don't know. I would assume so. Oh my gosh, look how much money we spent on this. No, it doesn't look like there's rabies in Planet Zoo. But yeah, fun fact. Opossums actually don't get rabies because they're them being a marsupial, their body temperature is much lower than most other mammals, meaning that the rabies virus cannot incubate. Hey, Steven, thanks for tuning in after you told me you were going to tune in earlier. Kidding. Mostly. It's okay, I work with him, so I can be mean to him all I want. That's how it works, right? I do like iguanodons, they're one of my favorite dinosaurs, but I don't... Let's see. Steven, what do you think should be my entrance animal for Jurassic World Evolution 3? Coming out in just a little bit less than a month. We're going to try to really capitalize on that. Because it's right before my son will be born, so we need to like get as much stuff on that as possible. I don't think a velociraptor is a good entrance animal. We want something... And Iguanodon, I don't think works either. I think they're a little too big. Though I do like Iguanodon quite a bit. We've talked a little bit of... So, his new zoo that he's been working on, he based the entrance off of my local zoo. So, We talked a little bit about that zoo in his comment section. I'm in his Discord. Um, some of his friends I know somewhat personally, like Sparrow and Blob. They show up on my streams sometimes. But most interaction I get from ZSH is he'll either, when I'm posting in a Discord, he might like my build, or we'll talk in his comments sometimes. It's very inspiring zoo. Troodon would be a pretty good entrance animal. And it would work with my first section, which is going to be the would work pretty well as for my Hell Creek formation zone. Now let's see what in here I need to hide up. Because there's a few zones here that some of this grunge will be great for hiding. You know, ZSH is... Yeah, no, I tried to load into it and it won't load, which is making me wonder if my thing is more that it doesn't interact with the zoos that are not modded. I'm wondering if the mods are having an issue. Alright. Yeah, I'm actually going to be going to Leipzig next year, so I'll actually get to see that in real life. Alright, time to actually get this going. Can I... Oh, you're going to Leipzig as well? Oh, that's cool. Going to Zoo Berlin, Leipzig, and nice. I'm going for my 3rd wedding anniversary. Dilophosaurus seems to be a pretty popular pick. Oh, that's almost perfect. Right there. So now I just gotta figure out how to make this work. Oh, cool. I've heard Chester's very good. Wish I could change the color on this. I wonder. Is that I haven't really been. I assume that's in Europe, so I have not been to Europe before. Hmm. I'm American. I'm from deep south. Hmm. Yes, I do. I do indeed. Ah, I got that too, because I needed the Komodo dragon. I needed it. By that, I mean I did not need it whatsoever, but I wanted it. I know you're not connected to a souvenir shop, but I don't actually care. Let's see, can baseball caps, straw caps, lion hats, mask, moose caps. They're like maybe puzzles. Sort of. This is more actually an information stand that I'm trying to sell as like a bookstore almost. Yeah, no, no, no. They're gonna get very much changed. First of all, can I... How good does it look like with... If I just change everything to this wood color. It's not that bad. There's not any book pieces, are there? Yeah, this will kind of... sell it, I think. I want this to look incredibly cluttery. That is an official word. Just in case everyone was wondering. So I guess, here's the thing. We could make books. Okay, let's make a few books. Let's make a few books, okay? It's no big deal. Like a souvenir shop will go... where'd it go? This will be the true souvenir shop. Let's see, maybe we can use something like this. We'll see how crazy we are. And what if we do LED bots? I mean, we could have, like, encyclopedias, right? Yeah. I mean, you'd expect to see something like an encyclopedia, right? We'll use this to make a smaller one. And then for the inside, we'll do like an LED strip. Let's see. So grab all that. Make that like a white color. Yeah, I don't know if that would work. It may, but macaques can be somewhat aggressive. So you might want to see if that's... Mm. Yeah, macaques can be dangerous, so I would be cautious, but maybe you could make some sort of barrier still where... Okay. Yeah, colobus are a little different, but I guess if you can do Barbary macaques, you can probably do lion-tailed as well. I would just say you'll want some areas where the guest can get away from the monkeys and the monkeys can get away from the guest. Turn that light off. Turn that light off. Okay, cool. Mm. Let's see. Yeah. We'll probably have one for capuchins. Or actually, we'll probably do the Saki and the Sloth as a walk through. Um, yeah. Let me hold on 1 second. Gotta just adjust these. I'm sure there's books on the workshop that look better than this, though, so you might want to look at those, especially, I think Rick probably has some. Um, but I like to make my own stuff. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Hmm. So something I have found out through some research is that apparently capuchins do not like other primate species. So just if you're trying to go for a super realistic zoo, keep that in mind. If you give them enough separation areas, then maybe it could work, but yeah, you could. They're floating a little bit. On the menu? You mean this? Or what? Sorry. I don't fully understand. If it's that, it's probably just me accidentally clicking something. Yeah, I probably just hit the escape key too many times. There we go. They kind of... Okay, now time to build our encyclopedia. So let's do something like this, and then... Actually, I guess we should do this one as white. Hmm. So one by one. Oh. I don't have it fully planned out yet. Oh no, it's 0.5 by 0.5. And we could do this. I would like something with a little bit of depth. But there's not that many options. Let's hold on. I guess this is probably not the greatest. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Not going to work. Smarties. Like the candy? Congratulations, I guess. It's not my favorite candy. But if you like them. I've heard, but I've also heard it's kind of just a big old field. I think is what I heard. thought about it. It was based off because I had a chameleon at the time. I thought maybe I need to change my logo now. Oh, cool. Very cool. Let me... I guess I just have to... This channel, a little over a year. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Can't you tell? Hopefully, because the other stuff won't be as custom built. It shouldn't be as difficult. Theoretically. Mountain Zoo, that sounds cool. I'd probably be visiting Whitney on the Wine, because that's where my family used to live. That's actually my great-grandmother's maiden name, was Whitney. Now, what if we took this, made it its own group, took this, made it its own group. Now, who needs puzzles? I think we'll do posters. And books. For sure. Well, you're not going to be able to see the other edge. Okay, hopefully this properly feels like a bookshelf. Oh yeah, that looks cool. That looks cool. That doesn't. Oops. All right, now we gotta actually just do the drapery. Can we use the marquee? That's too flat. Let's see. Oops, clicked the wrong button. Might want to make this separate. Decayed Wraith? Yeah. Gotta visit that one, right? Hmm. Let's desaturate that a little bit. I don't know if I want it to be that. Oh, don't make me do it, game. I'll do it. So that one doesn't curve at all. Right? Yeah, no. That'd be pretty cool. I think. It would be cool to do, like, you could tour the zoos in VR. I'm terrified to build it here. That's a possibility, but it's a little... Wish it was more flexy color. Don't like that. Yeah. What piece has that hook in it? What is it? I'm gonna say it's from the Africa. I know how to find out. Shade. African sheet shades. Let's see. Okay, come on. Boom. No, I don't stream on Sundays, but I will be streaming next week. Though we'll be streaming a different zoo. But thanks for joining. I do appreciate it. Uh, in the morning, so at your time, like lunch, but that night I've got Dungeons and Dragons. Thanks. I'll be on sometime. I'm not exactly sure when, but we will be on sometimes next week at least. I appreciate you tuning in. These are Flexicolor, right? Let's see. see. How's everyone else doing right now? Having a good time? That looks a little weird. Make sure. Alright, now we gotta just figure out. It's looking pretty good except for this. What? 2-meter rope? One-meter rope. Let's see. What the crap is happening here? Alright, let's see. Let me just turn this to like a white color. What weird two-dimensionality does that piece of fabric have? Very bizarre. Yeah, oh, that's a name for it. Hold on. Lighting was weird again. Thank you, sir. Now that Stone's taking a break from Planet Zoo, you're gonna be my name guy, right? That's how it works. Rope coil. There's no chance that these are small enough to make sense on there, are they? I guess we can kind of do that, and that kind of gives... I guess that also makes sense. Sorry, my lighting is acting up on me. I thought I made it a separate... I made it separate. Ooh. I think that works pretty darn well, if I do say so myself. Now I just have to actually... I should probably also... Yeah, that would be nice. Let's see. Let's see. Mm. There we go. Then one last food stall. And then we can actually do the decorating around the food stall. And that looks pretty darn good. Let's see. There we go. Hey, dog, relax. He's got zero chill. Zero chill whatsoever. See if they can. Okay, cool. Hopefully we can get people. Yeah, go work at the soda counter. No, we want some trash cans around. Some trash cans there. Then let's put some benches. Now let's see. Right, let's see. What else could we maybe want? And that looks pretty good. Hmm. Let's get all this in. That's pretty good. Is there anything for like bread? This I might want to look. Hold on. Let me go to the workshop, see if there's anything useful there. Food. $80,000 for... That's fun. We'll do like rope, coil stuff. It's supposed to be bread, right? Let's see. Let's see. So there may be smaller rope coil. Don't think so. What's happening now? Come on now. Have this as like flour and sugar. Trade. Sorry guys, 1 second. My wife's calling me. Might be the end of the stream. Sorry guys. I also need to get my be right back screen. We are about to end, but I want to try something. Let's see, can we change this to like red to be like a strawberry something or another? Then like a lime or lemon. Yeah, like that's better. And like a cream. That's looking pretty good. So some donuts, some pastries. Got cupcakes there. I wonder if we could make this look like some bread. There we go. Let's see, can we just like grab this, deselect that, deselect that, deselect that. Merge that. Something like that. Then here it's going to be much easier, I think. You'll just literally pick out your fruits and vegetables from here for it to be juiced. So let's see if we can get this done really quickly before. Do we have anything? So we'll have some like pumpkin. Can you tell I don't really do smoothies and stuff like that? Yeah, I think carrot kind of works for like a vegetable shake or whatever. Hmm. He's the worst, the absolute worst. I think he will literally bark himself hoarse.
Stop it.
They are awful sometimes. Now those do look a little fake. My wife is home, so we're going to end the stream here. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Do appreciate it. Yeah. This works pretty well.